The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks episode for Thursday, January 19th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Networks presented by WynnBET. WynnBET's now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET is what you need to win. Sign up today, bet $100, get $100 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply, but grab that and remember, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
Welcome to the College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks for January 19th. Oh, man. And, if you're wondering why we're riding a little early, well, it's because, I'm about to head out of town. So had to squeeze this in. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, well, my name is Kobe Swinging Database Dad, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
Hope you get the message. Hope you get the message. Oh, man. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Bob Huggins at West Virginia and Frank Martin at South Carolina, host of the NFL Gambling Podcast, host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre. How are you doing, brother?
I am doing well now that my Mountaineers got in the win column. They won the Courtney Love game of the night. An 0-5 Big 12 team favored by 2.5 against a top 15 team that we've labeled as a team that could threaten Kansas in the Big 12. That was Courtney Love all over right there, baby.
Yeah. And hey, you got that dub. That's a huge. That's a win that might matter on getting into the NCAA tournament. Shout out to NC Nick. We got the one of the Godfathers here. Let's pick some winners. He says, huh?
He's in the chat.
Yeah, he's in the chat. He's rocking. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack. There's a gigantic slate tomorrow, like usual. So I'm going to try to speed through these things. But West Virginia gets a huge win, 74-65 against the TCU Horned Frogs. And that's one that I think much needed. And, hey, maybe you can get on a run here. The Virginia Wahoos covered for me, even though I should have bet this, man. I should have bet this at John Paul Jones Arena. Virginia wins by 10 against the Hokies. They cover. However, my Pirates blow a 5-point halftime lead and get outscored by 20 points in the second half. I didn't get eyes on this game because I was busy, but I know some ECU friends of mine were complaining about the calls, but hey, you only score 25 points in the second half. We just got to swallow that one. Fuck you. Come on, Shorts. Let's get it going. All right. Did you catch eyes on any of those?
I caught a little bit of ECU. I had that on the iPad. They, like you said, they struggled to score, man. I thought we had that one with getting 9. I mean, we were up 5 at half outright. So, and then obviously I watched the whole West Virginia game from start to finish. Desperate team, needed to win desperately, and found a way to get in the win column.
Yeah, definitely. They needed that one. Cincinnati just whooped up on South Florida. Luckily, we didn't lock up South Florida. I know we took South Florida. Cincinnati wins by 16. Is Cincinnati turning a corner, perhaps?
They are playing better because at the beginning of the year, we both were not high on this basketball team, but winners of what now? 4 out of 5, and their only loss was to Houston in a game where they were right there.
Yeah. Presbyterian covered for you, but didn't get the win. South Carolina Upstate got the dub. And then the big one here, UConn 66, Seton Hall 67. I watched this game. UConn blew like, what was that, a 15, 16-point lead.
Yeah.
Seton Hall, Casey and Defo with the big shot with like a second left and the foul. Are we going to talk about where's UConn going to end up through all of this?
Shit, they might end up where they were last year, like a 4 or 5 seed with the way that they're reeling right now. Losers of what, 5 out of 6? They don't have their coaching staff in order. I mean, what the hell are we doing, man?
Yeah, I mean, very concerning. Very concerning if you're a Husky fan. Huge win for Shaheen Holloway and the Seton Hall Pirates, because if they're trying to get in the tournament, this is one that could matter, assuming UConn starts playing better. We locked up that one and we ate shit. We kind of ate shit most of the night, to tell you the truth. Auburn.
Night to forget.
What the hell is wrong with LSU? What's going on with LSU? They're not going to make it.
Man, they're in fade tour. Them and Mississippi State are both in free fall. Matt McMahon has lost 5 in a row. And they're starting to get drilled all of a sudden. 4 straight double-digit losses since that Kentucky game where we thought, hey, maybe they're not that bad.
Now, if they were to play UConn, you would take UConn, right? There's another team that's lost 5 in a row that I'll talk about in a second too.
Yeah, I would take UConn.
Yeah. I would too. So, yeah, I don't know what the LSU looks like shit all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I'm out on them. I'm out on the Tigers. We are not Tiger podcast anymore. We're not a Morgan State podcast because those Morgan State Cocaine Bears did not get it done against Hartford. You let Hartford score 84
that
points.
That one was frustrating, man. How do you not cover that?
Score 84 points on you.
Yes.
Man, that was brutal. We also had Army lose to Bucknell. This is you nailed this with the Navy game on deck. It was a great spot to fade them. Shout out to where is this?
The Bison.
I want to give a special shout out to Jack B, aka at Jack Burgess, BRRGESS.
I love
Army.
it.
Army is so flipping bad. I'm never listening to you bozos ever again. Well, we did take Army like the 3 times prior in that hit. But anyway, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, Jack. All right, let's go.
I'll take him against Navy on Saturday. I'll give you Navy.
Yeah, let's go. It's clearly a Russian, right? Clearly a Russian.
Probably.
Block,
he doesn't like America.
Anyway, Army disappointing. Our parlays have been falling short lately, man. I'm concerned. Consulting. I need to consult with a doctor. And then we got UMBC. Now I did cover this, and this was a lock that I added this morning. So there we go. UMass Lowell covers the 4.5, wins by 6 against UMBC. Hey, I guess even what do they say? Even in squirrel finds an acorn or some shit like that. A blind squirrel finds an acorn. I don't know, something like that. Well, I found it there. But yeah, Colgate toothpaste company. I laid 12 and I felt good about it. And this is what I think of Colgate.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Good night. Wow.
I love that clip.
I mean, dude, we just had terrible game after terrible game. How about American University? What the fuck did we see out of American like the first 2 months of the season? They're pretty good. Well, since then, they sucked. Lafayette wins by 11.
Lafayette's awful, too.
I don't get it. I think you locked up Indiana State. Well, Bradley went on the road and said, hey, fuck you. Bradley's good. They win by 11 in Terre Haute.
Yeah, Indiana State was up in this game early too. I think they were up by as many as 8 or 10 early, and then
Up by 5 and a half.
obviously,
Look at the box score right now.
another game where couldn't hold on to the lead, man.
Well, another team that's probably never really held on to a lead this year at all at any point in the season. Louisville. Louisville got rolled by Pitt. Pitt won by
That's
21. We got cute, didn't we? Huh?
Yes, there's a couple games we got cute on tonight. No more getting cute.
Yeah, that's something that's something ESPN does or something. All right. Navy 63, BU 45. This was the Navy I was expecting. I don't know, the last 5 times I bet them. They didn't look. That wasn't a look ahead spot for them.
No. Well, they had lost 5 in a row, so they needed to get a win.
Yeah. Well, speaking of losing 5 in a row, Ohio State loses at Lincoln to Nebraska. Nebraska now 10-9. Ohio State 10-8.
They're in trouble.
Chris Holtman could get fired, I think. He's been lackluster.
This year?
I think he could. I think they haven't advanced very far. Didn't Oral Roberts and Max Asmus upset them 2 years ago? Last year they did beat Loyola Chicago, I feel like, in the opening round.
And they took Villanova right to the wire at the end of the game. I mean, this is year 6 for him. He's made the tournament every year. He seems to hit a lull in January every single year for Ohio State.
They fired Thad Matta, and he went to the NCAA championship game. So
I know that was ridiculous.
I'm just going to put that out there.
You know who Chris Holtman is? He's
Who's
Mike
that?
White at Florida.
Yeah, it's a good comparison.
He's going to go the round of 32, round of 64, and then he'll just take another job before they can fire him.
Very good comparison. Speaking of Florida, they lost in College Station. All of a sudden, the buzzsaw is rocking, and I think they're playing their way into the NCAA tournament. 54-52. They held Florida to 12 first half points. Wow. Shout out to the buzzsaw and the Aggies getting it done. St. Louis, there we go. There we
win.
There we go. They got it done. We dove into the smell, and it worked out for us. They won by 8 or 17 at Loyola Chicago.
Did you see them down 10 early, though?
I did, and I go, this is just going to be terrible. Yeah, we got out of that mess. Let's see if we can continue rocking here. High Point beats Winthrop. Didn't see that one coming. St. Bonaventure did take down Duquesne by 9, and this is when I talked you out of locking, so my apologies. How you doing?
I needed a win too. I should have just locked it. Man, the Bonnies are good at home.
Yeah, they're clearly looking pretty damn good. Longwood did not cover the 5.5 against Gardner-Webb. Gardner-Webb lost by 5, so if you got that one, ouch. UNC Asheville did hand it to Charleston Southern, won by 10. We should have locked this one, man. We knew this one. We said wrong team favored. Take Asheville on the money line. We should have locked it. I got no excuse there. Radford, the Whores of Radford are back. They win by 8 at Campbell.
They're playing well.
Yeah, Western Carolina took care of Wofford by 5. We were on the wrong side of that one. We didn't bet it, but Samford beat East Tennessee State by 10. Shout out to Samford. Man, we should have locked that one. Furman beat Chattanooga by 8. Jake Stevens only went for 18-8, so a light dosage of Stevens. But Furman with a huge win. They remain the best team, I think, in the SoCon. We have a slew of games going on right now. Like I said, we're recording early. We have Oklahoma up 4 in Oklahoma State first half. SMU is up 5 on Tulsa, 7 minutes left. That one I know you're riding. Illinois State's beating Northern Iowa currently. Missouri State and Drake's got a 1-point lead. 4 minutes left. Utah Valley's just destroying Abilene Christian. Wow.
I mean, shit on that one, man. What happened to Abilene Christian?
Yeah, I don't know. North Alabama's beating Central Arkansas only by 3, but 2 minutes left. We took that. DePaul's beating Xavier by 5. That's going to be interesting to see if they can hang on to that. Missouri, Arkansas, which we have money on, even though I know Noah Carter not playing. Arkansas up 3, but early in the game. And Grand Canyon up 6 on Utah Tech, and Marquette up 9 on Providence. We still have Oregon and Cal to tip off, and San Diego State, Colorado State. I got a lot of money on the Aztecs there. Game balls. Obviously, we don't have a lot of these results, but we're just going to have to make do because I need to get the hell on the road. I mean, who's your first game ball? Is it going to be your boys or what?
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, 0-5, 4 out of the 5 losses were single-digit losses. Needed this game in the worst way. Now, all of a sudden, you're right back in the bubble mix. So, even though you're 1-5, you got Texas coming to the Coliseum on Saturday night. So, right back in the thick of things, baby.
There you go. Big win. I'll go with the Seton Hall Pirates. I think, speaking of bubble watch, I think a win like this tonight might mean something. Coming down the stretch of the college basketball season, if UConn can get back to winning. But Seton Hall 76, UConn 66, and it was also the way they did it. Kadari Richmond had a big game. They came back from down 16, 17 points. Shout out to the Pirates getting it done there. And what's your next game ball there?
I'm gonna go to the SEC. I'm gonna go with the Buzzsaw. He's won 5 in a row to start. He's 5-0 in SEC play. And they got Kentucky here at Rupp on Saturday. So looking forward to previewing that one, on Friday night. So A&M and Buzz get it.
There you go. I'm going to go with the Bradley Braves, going to Terry Holt, and winning by 11. Braves needed that one. A lot of people had thought this team can't win on the road. They prove it against the Sycamores in Terry Holt. Your final game ball, where are you going?
I'm going to go to one team that I've loved backing all year, and I'm going to go to the Big South. The Radford Highlanders and Darius Nichols have won 4 in a row, and they're a half game back in the Big South there. Big road win over Campbell, and they got Longwood next Thursday.
There you go. It's a big one. My final game ball, I'm going to take you to Lincoln, Nebraska, where all of a sudden you say, hey, Nebraska's 10-9. I don't think they're good, but maybe. You get enough Big Ten wins, you find yourself dancing. And I ain't talking about Ted dance. I'm talking about fucking dancing, all right? Give me the Nebraska Cornhuskers as the final game ball there. All right, you ready to – we got a fucking loaded slate. Let's get ready to rumble here. But before we do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented by WynnBET. WynnBET is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET is what you need to win. Sign up today. Bet $100. Get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at WynnBET.com. Must be 21 or older. Present in the state where WynnBET is available. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. All right. Let's get it going, and we should start with a little music here. I feel like here, let's go retro here. Let's get something. Let's get what do we got here? I feel like they're hiding from me right now. They're really hiding. Here, let's go. I can't find shit here. All right. I mean,
Thirsty Thursday, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, this slate large, very large. And I'm opening up right now. I do not see. Does anyone got a Rutgers Michigan State spread? It's the first game I'm seeing, but I do not see a line on it.
We're gonna go Sparty. If you had to guess, what do you think it would be? Sparty -1.
It's in Lansing, correct?
Yeah, man. This is the problem with these when we do it at 9:00? Is it the lines are late to deliver?
I got a line. I got a line now. Michigan State minus
There
2.5.
Go. There you go.
Give me Michigan State. What are you doing here?
I'm on Sparty. I definitely like Sparty. They're not going to lose 2 home games in a row. I'm going to lock up Sparty to lead the show off. Let's go.
Whoa. Money line, Max and Sparty up. Let's go. The Michigan Wolverines are heading to College Park, Maryland. Maryland's laying 3. Bit surprised at that line. Didn't Michigan drill them by like 70? I feel like the first time they played.
Yeah.
Give me the Wolverines plus 3. What are you doing?
I'm going to go the other way and take Maryland. You know me, I like the home team's revenge angle. Yeah, they did lose by about 100 a couple weeks ago. Courtney Love, get the fuck out of here, according to Noah Beanick.
Yeah, give me Michigan. Give me Michigan there plus 3. We got a barn burner in the Sun Belt. James Madison heads to Trojan Arena. Trojan man to take on Troy. I'm seeing this at a pick. You know who I'm taking. And you know who I'm getting wrong. I'm taking JMU because I believe they're the actual best team in this conference. Will I lose this game? Probably. I'd say 90% chance I'm wrong because I cannot forecast JMU's awesome performances and terrible performances. But what are you doing here?
Have you seen the standings in the Sun Belt? Every team is 4-2 or 2-4. So a lot of parity in that league. I will go with JMU's 3-3, Troy's 4-2. I think JMU's more desperate. I'll take the Dukes here.
Yeah. William and Mary's heading to Delaware. I would like an injury report on this Blue Hen team, but I don't see anything right now. You can talk me into a lock here of Delaware minus 6.5. They blew like a 20-point lead last time they played. What are you doing here?
Yeah, and they're coming off 2 road losses. That's usually the spot we like to back them, and they've been really good at home. They drilled Towson and Elon. I like it. Let's lock them up.
Let's go, Blue Hens. Let's fire away. Jameer Nelson Jr. Hopefully he's healthy. The Washington Huskies. I don't know why they're giving me in this order. Washington Huskies are heading to Boulder, Colorado. Colorado's laying 9. Yeah, I'm actually going to lay the 9 with Colorado. They're good in Boulder. But does this game scare me a little bit? Sure. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm on the Buffs as well. They had a tough road trip in L.A. where they lost 2 games. Where honestly, they were in both of those. I think it's a good spot coming back to Boulder to get right. Yeah, why are we? This is a weird order that Tally said spitting it out at.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that game could be interesting. So we're both taking Colorado. You know what that means.
Look out, just watch him go. Down to Buffalo. Oh no, it's a guy out of Buffalo.
Purdue heads to Minnesota at Williams Arena. Purdue's laying 14 points. Give me the Gophers. I know I took them +9 against the Illini. That didn't hit, but I'm still taking the 14. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I like that play too. And they're coming off the big Michigan State game where they won the game at the buzzer. Maybe a little bit of a letdown. They win this by 10, we'll say. Give me the Gophers. I'm with you.
Charleston heads to 1-17 Monmouth.
Oh, God.
Charleston's laying 21.5. Lay it. Lay it. I don't care.
It's so tempting to lock this just because you know they're going to drill them. But I'm not going to lock it. I'm with you, though. I'll lean Charleston. They're going to win by 25.
Wichita State heads into Memphis. This is a decent game here. Memphis laying 10. I think Wichita can play defense with some of the best in the nation here. So I am going to take Wichita plus the 10. I don't love it, though, because Memphis is they have some talent. But give me Wichita plus 10. What are you doing here?
I didn't hear you because my Siri started talking to me, that random thing where it just starts talking in my ear on my AirPods. What'd you say the line was in Wichita, Memphis?
Memphis minus 10.
I'm gonna take the points here with Wichita.
Yeah.
I don't love it, though, man.
I have Maine at Vermont. I do not have a line on this one. Chat, please help me on any of these.
Come on, Cocaine Bears.
I don't have. Actually, I should double check. I had somebody send me a site that they use. Let me see if I can track that down.
It's because when you go to that consensus on Tally site, they're updating these lines so frequently at this time. I don't know I don't see it either.
Fuck. Does the chat have anything there?
You got anything on the Catamounts and the Cocaine Bears?
Oh, it's not only that; it's the whole fucking conference.
Yeah.
I do not have. I don't know what to fucking tell you guys. There's a lot that I don't have.
I feel like our guys are going to get drilled in Burlington, Vermont.
Yeah, I would assume that line's going to be at like 9.
Yeah,
right. Patrick Gymnasium in Burlington. Come on, there's got to be some type of fucking site with that number. How am I missing this? It's the whole conference. So the next 3 games, I do not have lines for. Let me see.
There we go. Vermont minus 11.5. Ooh. I'll still lay it.
I'll lay it as well. And Rob, let me know if you can get us also the lines on NJIT Bryant and Binghamton, the golf course in Albany. After that, I think I might be okay for a bit, but I do see those. What's that?
He says he has all of those lines.
What is he getting at NJIT and Bryant?
What you got, Rob?
I can tell you right now, we have Charlotte, Middle Tennessee in Murfreesboro laying 2.5. They just beat UAB in overtime. Charlotte coming off a disappointing loss to UTEP. Give me Charlotte in an upset special. No, I'm not. Give me Middle Tennessee minus 2.5. What are you doing?
I'm on middle as well. I think they're really good in Murfreesboro. I think McDevitt does a good job there. Bryant's minus 12.
I will lay the 12 because NJIT sucks in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Binghamton, Albany. I don't have that line. If you can give me that one next. What are you doing there in that Bryant game?
Yeah, I'll lay it as well. NJIT is not very good.
All right, next up, the Citadel heads to Greensboro. UNC Greensboro. A little SoCon fun. ESPN Plus. Greensboro's laying 14.5. The Citadel plus the points. A little too much for me. Give me the Citadel. What are you doing here?
The Citadel's been good as a dog this year. I feel like they've popped up every now and then, but usually it's at home. I'm still going to take the points. I think it's too big a number.
I agree. Mercer is at VMI. Mercer's laying 4.5. Give me the Mercer Cocaine Bears to get it done at VMI. What are you doing here?
I'm on Mercer. I think they're the better team. VMI, they've been struggling as of late. I will lay the points here.
Yeah. You could talk me into locking this one.
I was just thinking the same thing. Let's lock it up. VMI's lost 8 in a row.
Yeah, some of those that were feisty though, but I think Mercer's just the better team. Let's go Bears. Cameron Hall. ULM is at Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern's laying 8.5. Give me the 8.5 and ULM. They've been playing better lately. What are you doing here?
Crazy. Monroe has gone from a team that we auto fade to a team that we usually take as a dog now. I'm with you. I'll take the points here. I think this is a game.
Yeah, Fun Belt, Sun Belt action. Georgia State heads to Norfolk, Virginia to take on Old Dominion. ODU's laying 5. I'm going to lay the 5 with ODU. And you could talk me into locking this one too. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take Old Dominion as well. I think they're really good at home. And what's ODU's coming off, man, back-to-back losses. This is a good spot. Good coach, Jeff Jones. Let's lock this, man. Good spot for him, I think.
The bounce back night. Let's go. Let's go, Monarchs. Got a little rivalry game. App State heading to Conway, South Carolina. App's laying 1 despite this game being a mid-major classic like a week ago. I feel like I watched this one. I think App lost that game by 1, if memory serves me correct. Or did they win that game by 1?
I think they lost.
Yeah, I thought they lost by 1. Buzzer beater, I think. Revenge. I'll take App -1 in Coastal. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take the revenge angle as well here. Yeah, App State won the 63-62 actually. I swore
they
Coastal
won with the buzzer beater. But the next night App State lost by a buzzer beater. I think it was against Georgia Southern.
Yes. They play all these games. Let's take Coastal.
Yeah, I'm taking Coastal then. Because this is going to come down to the final possession, the home atmosphere. Oakland heads to IUPUI. Oakland's laying 12. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. At the farmer's market, lay the 12 with the Golden Cocaine Grizz. What are you doing here?
We're seeing eye-to-eye. They've been rolling, and then they got a little hiccup against Youngstown. Bounce back. They're going to drill IUP.
Let's go. One of the better games of the night. Cleveland State's taking on Northern Kentucky at Truist Arena. Highland Heights, Kentucky's going to be rocking. The Norse are laying 4. This is a good game.
This is a really good game.
Give me the Norse -4. But I had to think about this. Don't bet this one. Just watch it. What are you doing here?
I've always liked the Norse at home so far this year. This is a big game, like you said. Both teams 6-2 in the horizon. It's a big swing game. I'll take the Norse. I'll lay the points.
Northeastern's heading to Stony Brook. I see this is at a pick. Northeastern coming off that 18-point come-from-behind win against the Blue Hens. Meanwhile, Stony Brook's starting to find their rhythm, and that's why I'm going to take the Seawolves at home. Remember, tickets are as low as $9 if you want to go to the Island FCU Arena in Stony Brook, New York. What are you doing here?
I'm going to go with Northeastern, man. I'm going to go back to them. That's my team. And clarity, Mike the Ike is a Charleston guy. He just says fade Northeastern just because, I don't know, he watches Northeastern a lot, I guess.
Is he in the chat right now? Is he telling you that in the chat right now?
No, I think he Twitter DM'd me, so I got the clarity on that. He is a college Charleston guy. He was at the Wilmington game the other night when they won it at the buzzer. So yeah, a hell of a year for his guys.
Oh, hell of a year, man.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Stony Brook. This is kind of an interesting game because both teams kind of disappointments. I would say.
Both teams suck, but have good coaches.
Yeah, well, it makes it kind of interesting to me.
Yep.
As far as who's going to win this one, moving down the line. Next up, we go to and this one I don't have a line on this one either. Queens is at North Florida. Do we have a line? Let me double check this other website. This is fucking annoying because I can never go a little bit early because they don't have the lines.
Queens is coming off that embarrassing loss. No, they got right against North Alabama. I forgot they're laying 1.5 here, Dundee.
Oh, don't insult me. Give me Queens. Let's go. What are you doing here?
Yeah, let's lay the points. But they've burned us when they've been away from home.
Yeah. It's true. It's very true. But North Florida's not very good. I think Queens is going to get it done.
Not very good at all. Shout out to you, Matthew Nash. He said he's on the East Coast. Glad he could catch us live. Let's go, baby.
There we go. Shout out to that. Hampton is heading to Drexel. Drexel's laying 15 points. Dude, you can talk
disgusting.
You can talk me into locking up Hampton again. But I'm not going to the Hampton Inn. But I will take their 15 points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, you can't lay 15 with Drexel.
Can we lock this?
Oh, God, I can't do it, man. What's Hampton? Hampton's lost like 10 in a row, right? Yeah. Oh, God.
They're 0-6 in CAA play, but damn, that's a lot of points.
Oh, that is disgusting. Yeah, I'll take the points. I'm not locking this.
Hey, chat, we need Liberty, Jacksonville, and Kennesaw Stetson. I need those lines.
this is a game you are thankful you live in the state of Virginia, so you are not allowed to bet on the Hampton Pirates.
We got a barn burner of a game, though, on CBS Sports Network. I'm going to be watching this at the David S. Mack Sports and Exhibition Complex. Oh, it's an exhibition, too. Make sure you check out the art. Hofstra's laying 3.5. Wait, am I reading this correctly? Yes.
Yeah.
This is a game, dude.
This is a game and a half.
Give me Hofstra.
Wilmington's lost now 2 out of 3. They lost 2 in a row at home. This is a big game in terms of the 2 seed in that league. Looking at the CAA, currently, obviously, Charleston's pulling away. Both teams 5-2. I'm going Hofstra.
Yeah, I think Hofstra's going to win this. Some
Home
late
team, let's
free
go.
throws to send it home. Towson's heading to North Carolina A&T. Terrell Furman Jr.'s bunch. They're 4-3 in the CAA. Towson's laying 5. All right, at the Corbett Sports Center. I'll lay the 5. I can't lock Towson, though. They've burned me a lot. What are you doing here?
Sorry, Terrell. I'm locking up Towson. I think they're finally, the experience is starting to play well. I'm locking up Towson Tigers. Those hiccups are over.
Moneyline Max saying we Tigers, just not LSU. Take Towson -5. Did Greensboro. Kennesaw State's taking on Stetson. I don't have a line. Is the chat help me out here? I'm all over the place here. I got 30. Like I said, I got the 30 windows open trying to find
Stetson -2.5.
Oh man. This is a game.
This is a good game.
Stetson is hosting Kennesaw. I'm gonna take Stetson. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean Stetson's absolutely rolling, or they were. They're 5-0 or 5-1 now in the ASUN. I like Kennesaw here, though.
That's a game.
Yeah.
Liberty Jacksonville. Do we have a line on that one?
Liberty is laying 4 or 6.5 now. Here we go. Oh, Flamin' Libs.
This is a game. Give me Jacksonville plus the points. Swisher Gymnasium. Oh, you know I love the swish. Let's go. Jacksonville's going to cover this. They're going to, because they play lockdown defense. They're kind of like Liberty. They just don't have McGee. Give me Jacksonville plus the points. What are you doing here?
I think you hit it right on the head in terms of they're kind of like Liberty, but they don't have McGee. I'm locking up the Flamin' Libs. I think they're going to continue to roll here.
Ooh, locking them up.
Let's go Libs.
Take the Flamin' Libs. Let's go. Jacksonville State's catching 10.5 at Florida Gulf Coast. It's a big number. Too big of a number. Give me the 10.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm taking the points as well.
You could talk me into locking.
Yeah, that's too many points. Gulf Coast's been way up and down.
Lock it up. Gamecocks plus 10.5. Let's go. IPFW is heading to Wright State. This is a good game. It's a good game here. IPFW is catching 3.5. I say wrong team favored. Give me IPFW on the money line at plus 145. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you here. I think Fort Wayne's a better team. I'll take Fort Wayne as well.
Yeah. I think they're the better team. I think they can go in. I don't think that's a toxic environment. So
no.
Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up for that one.
Wright State started out so well, and then they've kind of faded. I mean, they're 4-4 in league, but I mean, the way that they came out blazing to start non-conference play, I thought they were going to be really good.
Agreed. Stephen F. Austin is heading to Sam Houston State. This game's fantastic. Low key, great game. Sam Houston's laying 5.5, and I am going to lay the 5.5, but I think this is a game. What are you doing here?
I am on the Lumberjacks here. I think that they always usually find a way to keep it close. They're coming off that Southern Utah loss, 5-1 in league. I think they keep it close here.
All I need is a couple free throws late. Let's go. South Alabama's heading to Southern Miss. Southern Miss is laying 6.5. Back on the Golden Eagles, baby. You coming?
Hopefully NC Nick's out of the chat because he hates that stupid Eagle. Yeah, I'm coming. They're the much better basketball team. And it's in Hattiesburg.
Let's go. Nebraska, Omaha, or Omaha, Nebraska, however you want to say it. They are taking on South Dakota State. Omaha's getting 9.5 points. I have to take the 9.5. South Dakota State hasn't been the same team this year. Give me the Mavericks plus the points. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take the points as well. Like you said, the Jackrabbits are not the same team. There's your brother. So annoying, LOL.
UMKC is at North Dakota. North Dakota is catching 3.5. Give me the Kangaroos to hop their way into that fucking stadium and get a dub. What are you doing here?
This is when it gets hard on this slate, when we start diving through all these Summit League games. I'm going to take the UMKC Kangaroos as well. I think they're the better team.
Yeah. Tread lightly, though. Marshall's heading into Texas State. What, Marshall's away from Huntington?
Oh, no. They're done.
The meth doesn't travel. They don't. Unfortunately, they're not taking an Amtrak where you can kind of smuggle that thing on. They got to get in the air and travel to San Marcos. Give me Texas State plus the points here. Live dog potential here, plus 220 on Texas State. What are you doing here?
What'd you say the spread was?
Texas State's getting 6.5.
I'm locking up Texas State and take it on the money line. Marshall's not the same team. This is a long trip as well.
I'll tell you. Money line, plus 220. Let's go, Bobcats. Robert Morris, the Colonials, are heading over to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee's laying 4.5. The Panthers, can they stay in the mix? Can they stay red hot? I think so. I'm going to lay the 4.5 with Milwaukee. Although I would not go much higher, to tell you the truth. Actually, probably at 5, I'd probably take Robert Morris or 5.5. So, but right now, give me Milwaukee. What are you doing here?
You're trying to middle the number there. I like it. I will take the Panthers. I'm with you here. I don't bet this.
Yeah. Oral Roberts is taking on North Dakota State. Dude, have you seen the highlights of that kid for North Dakota State? I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
Oh, yeah. He was kicking everybody's ass the other night.
Oh, my God.
Making guys fall, dunking on him, putting his nuts in the rim.
He's like Sean Bradley with an attitude. For that reason alone, give me the Bison. They're playing better. Plus 7.5. I think Oral Roberts gets the win. Bison make it a game. What are you doing here?
What? I'm trying to, with Oral Roberts, obviously they're the dominant team in the Summit League, 6-0. But if there is a hiccup spot, I think this would be one of the hiccup spots. So I'm with you. I'll take North Dakota State, but I'm not locking against Max Asmus, man.
Yeah, I'm not locking.
Grant Nelson, let's go.
Yeah. UT Martin is taking on Southeast Missouri State. UT Martin's burned us a lot this year. Southeast Missouri State's a 4.5-point favorite. I'll lay it. It's your boy. I'm going to lay it. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it as well. Like the OVC, man, what a crapshoot of a league this year, especially with Belmont and Murray not being there anymore. Edwardsville is all of a sudden the juggernaut in that league.
Yeah, gotta love it if you're an SIEU, whatever the fuck fan.
It's somehow Little Rock's still in last.
Yeah, Darrell Walker. Yeah, he was coached by Wes Unseld for a long time. Look, Wes Unseld, great player, terrible coach. Next up, we go to UT Rio Grande. They're taking on UT Arlington. UT Arlington's laying 4.5. Man, you could talk me into locking up UTA, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna lay the 4.5 though. What are you doing here?
I'm locking up Arlington. I think that there's a much better team. They've been playing better. Back at home, good spot. Let's go.
Man, you could talk me into this, but I just feel like I just got my ass kicked tonight. So it's hard to be that confident. So
New Mexico State.
All right, you filthy. Let's go, Mavericks. All right. I'm Iceman. He's Maverick. Fire away. There's no volleyball scenes on the college basketball experience, thank God. Rice is at North Texas. Man, Rice is getting 10.5 points. The disrespect. Give me the 10.5. Although North Texas is good at home, but give me the 10.5. You surprised by this line a little bit?
Yes, I think North Texas, they're really good, but I mean they're last in pace. They play extremely freaking slow. So kind of the Virginia model where you're laying double digits. Take the points.
Yeah, take the points. Eastern Washington's at Northern Colorado. Oh, you want to talk? Courtney Love has made an appearance. She is in Colorado right now. Greeley, Colorado. What the fuck is this line doing at EW minus 3.5? They're in first place. Does this make any sense to you?
No. They're 6-0, man. They're rolling. Courtney Love is in the state of Colorado.
I'm laying the 3.5, but look, everything tells me to bet this. I'm not going to.
The Bank of Colorado Arena, baby.
There you go. Get yourself a silver bullet.
what a creative name there it is. Yeah, I'll take the Golden Bears, right? That's what their name is.
Yeah, the Golden Cocaine Bears. I'm on EW. I think they've shown they're a gutsy team. The line is a little stinky, so I see. I'm not going to lock it because just Courtney Love is there. Lafayette heads to Arkansas State. What's up?
I said real quick, does everybody with the Bears have the name cocaine go right attached to
until
it?
The movie comes out. Until the fucking movie comes out, yes.
Northern Colorado, Golden Cocaine Bears. Let's go.
Louisiana is at Arkansas State in Jonesboro, Dry County. All right. Just break out the old magnifying glass and start burning ants. Look, Lafayette's laying 8.5. I got to take Arkansas State here. I think it's a little too many points. But I'll be honest, folks. I'm terrible at picking these Arkansas schools. What are you doing here?
I'm fading you here. And like Patty C, you cannot trust a county that is a dry county. So give me Louisiana, baby. Raging Cajuns.
The Owls of Florida Atlantic. Who are one of the best college basketball stories in all the land are heading to San Antonio to the Riverwalk. Meep as they take on UTSA. UTSA is getting 16.5. I'll take it. Little letdown spot. Give me the 16.5. What are you doing?
I feel like I pick against them almost every night, and they just continue to cover. I will go Florida Atlantic here.
Going with the old folks home. Denver, the Pioneers, Noah Beanick says that they just stay getting disrespected. They're plus 170 on the money line against the South Dakota Coyotes. And I tell Noah Beanick, not so fast. Give me the Coyotes minus 4.5. What are you doing here?
That was a hell of a handicap. I like that. I'm on the Coyotes. No Pioneer love out of Denver, Noah.
Chat, I do not have a line on Incarnate Word and Houston Baptist, a.k.a. Houston Christian, and I am actually kind of delighted that I don't have a line because this is it's going to improve my lock record or my pick record.
That's at the Sharp Gym.
Yeah, and shout out to our guy that does, well, I guess he's probably not doing it on the road, but he does the scoreboard for Incarnate Word. Yeah.
Houston Baptist is laying 4.5. Oh my God.
Give me IDub. Give me IDub on the money line. Let's go.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
I'm with you. In honor of our listener who does the scores table, I'm with you.
Yeah, he's got the night off. He's just going to be watching this one.
Yep.
I wonder if do you travel with the team at all? Do they have you work the scoreboard on the road? Probably not, I would imagine. Right?
Probably not. Although you never know at Houston Baptist / Christian. You don't know what's going on there. It's a Sharp Gym, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe picking up some overtime, some extra hours. Let's go. Idaho heads to Flagstaff, Arizona to take on Northern Arizona. I was going to go to this game.
Give us a story on this one.
I was going to go to this game, and I contacted the great University of Northern Arizona looking for press passes. And they did offer me one press pass. I was hoping for two. And I was told that, well, first off, I had to explain who we were. Didn't have to do this to a lot of other places. But then they told me that can't do two. That this is everyone's, the media is going to be all over this event. As if I didn't have a daily fucking college basketball podcast. All right. Okay, hold on here.
She must be
What you
Russian.
just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I mean, she's acting like it's Super Bowl III here. Like Broadway Joe just said, as 19-point dogs, we're going to win it all. This is Idaho at Northern Arizona.
Oh, bring your meth.
Yeah. Don't spit at my ass and tell me it's raining here. All right. I still might go to it. But I'm at a crossroads. I don't know if I want to give that university any money, but I'm also like, I want to go and see how many people are actually in the gymnasium, which is probably going to be 12. And then, I'm just going to send off an email just saying, I'm assuming all the 12 people in the gymnasium are all press. No, I mean, look, go Vandals. Fuck you, NAU. Go Vandals. What are you doing here?
I feel like I'm obligated to take the Vandals, man. Like you said, that chick must be Russian, so she's a hater of the show. I got Northern Arizona's attendance pulled up. According to this last home game against Montana State, they went over 1,000 people, so that means 300 people were there. The game before that, 300, so that means there were 90 people there. So
and Montana State's the 1 seed. These are two teams, or I guess Montana State or E-Dub's the 1 seed. Montana State made the tournament last year. E-Dub currently the 1 seed, but those are the two good teams. Idaho has a losing record, and I don't think they travel well. Pretty sure.
Do you think they travel better than Ottawa, Arizona? They got 315 people at that game.
Yeah, and that's including the people working the fucking concession stands. All right. Give me Idaho plus 150 on the money line. Fuck you, NAU.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go. Youngstown is taking on Green Bay. Oh, man. I mean, you could talk me into a lock here. Youngstown's laying 15.5. What are you doing here?
God, Green Bay keeps catching these huge numbers because they suck ass, but I'm with you. I'm taking the Penguins, man. Lay it. They're terrible.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to win by 30. Riverside's at UC Davis. It's a decent game here. Riverside's catching 4.5. Courtney Love, she in Davis, California. What? Shouldn't it be the other way around? Make it make sense.
No, I think she is there. Yeah, man. Courtney is there. I'll take the points. Close my eyes.
Too. Sprinkle that 162 on the money line. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Indiana's heading to Champaign, Illinois. This game's fantastic. And the Illini are laying 6.5. Indiana's no, I got to take the Illinois here. I don't think Indiana's healthy enough to win this game. Give me the Illini. You can actually fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go. Lock it up. Give me the Illini.
Let's go.
Here we go. Laying it. This place is going to be lit. It's on the road's a different story. Give me the Fighting Illini. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm joining you. Illinois found something over the last 2 weeks. They're back at home, and unlike Northern Arizona, this will be lit.
Yes. Morehead State's heading into SIU Edwardsville. SIU's laying 9.5. Give me Morehead plus the points. Can't go wrong with Morehead. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this is too many points. I mean, Morehead State is a proud program. I know they're having a down year, but yeah, I'll take the points here.
Tennessee Tech is at Little Rock. Tennessee Tech at Little Rock. It's Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles minus 1.5. Although every time I pick against Little Rock, especially when they got their court destroyed, I feel like they played pretty well.
That was their last win.
Tragic magic is a real thing. Give me the Golden Eagles -1.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, that's the only game you remember because that's the only game that they've won, and that was in the year 2022. They haven't won this year, so yeah, I'll take Tennessee Tech. Darrell Walker's awful.
Yeah, Steve Lavin and the Toreros are on the road taking on the Portland Pilots. Man, Portland just got destroyed at the Kennel against Gonzaga. Can they bounce back? Portland's laying 4.5. I'm going to take them to bounce back. I'm going to lay the 4.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm going to lay the points as well. San Diego, man, it's every other game.
Yeah. Yeah, they're talented, but it hasn't been consistent. You're 100% accurate there.
Yep.
The Screaming Eagles of Southern Indiana are on the road doing some time at Lindenwood Penitentiary. Screaming Eagles are laying 4.5. I will lay 4.5. I think they're the better team. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm laying the 4.5, and you know me. I love my Screaming Eagles. Lock it up. I'm going to do some time with them. Let's go.
Oh, I like the Screaming Eagles. I'm looking for a lock. Let's go. I'm going to be at a casino. Look, that's the best part about it. I'll be at a casino in a few hours. Places some wagers. Loyola Marymount and Kelly LePepe heads to the Kennel. Wait a second. Drew Timmy, the truck driver, the wannabe truck driver. You think you're going to be able to handle
matchup?
You think you're going to be able to handle fucking Kelly LePepe? Ooh, don't insult me. Gonzaga might get the win because the Kennel's lit. But we're going to know who the better player is, all right? And no one on planet Earth is better than Kelly LePepe. Give me the 15.5. Zags, get the cover or get the win though. Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm going to take the points here, although we've seen it over the years. That place gets lit and they can get away from you.
Yeah, they're going to have a hard time, though.
When do they play St. Mary's?
With Kelly LePepe's prison strength. They play St. Mary's. Yeah, I don't know.
In 2 weeks. Yeah. They play St. Mary's February 4th and 25th. So finally, those games are coming.
There we go. Portland State, the Vikings are heading to Weber State. Oh, man. I could lock this. I will lock this. Weber State -4.5 at home. Lock it up. Let's go. I mean, you know what the Weber State mascot is, right?
Wow.
Cats. Wildcat.
What are you doing here?
I'm going to lay the points, but I'm not going to lock this one.
You're just afraid to go with the Wildcats. They treated us all right last night. That was the Kansas State Wildcats. But a Wildcat is a Wildcat, right? New Mexico State's at Southern Utah. Southern Utah's laying 6.5. I will lay the 6.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, what's the angle on New Mexico State? You got to fade them when they leave the state of New Mexico. So, yeah, I'm on Southern Utah. They're good, too. The Thundering Birds.
Yeah. Western Kentucky is in Ruston, Louisiana, taking on La Tech. Oh, man. I think Western Kentucky's playing better besides the FAU game. Give me the Hilltoppers +3.5 at home, and I'll ride the +140 money line. What are you doing here?
These are two of the more unpredictable teams, especially in Conference USA. I'm going to take the home team here. I think Lizards are 2 in a row. They've been competitive in both. I think they get right at home. I can't back Rick Stansbury in Western Kentucky.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough game to handicap. It is.
Yep.
Sacramento State's at Idaho State. Sacramento State's laying 1.5. This isn't at the Nest, so I'm a little weary, but give me Sacramento State -1.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Sacramento State as well. I'm going to fade the Bengals here.
Fade them. FIU, the airport, is heading to El Paso to take on the Miners. Oh. I will lock up Utah -5.5. It's a far trip. I know the airport's played a lot better, but that was in the state of Florida. You got to go. Look, I've been to El Paso. That shit is far. All right. That's I feel like a 4-hour flight probably. Give me the Miners at home. What are you doing here?
Would you say the number was 5?
5.5.
5.5. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Miners. I'll join you on this one. FIU's not the same thing. The airport.
Let's go. USC is heading to Tucson. Take on the Wildcats of Arizona. Arizona's coming off the Oregon ass whooping, right? When Oregon beat their ass? Huh. Okay. I'll lock up the Arizona Wildcats. Lock it up. Oh, do I smell a Wildcat parlay on the cusp? Let's go, baby. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take the Trojans. I do not trust Arizona right now, so I'll take the points here.
Washington State, the Cougs heading to Salt Lake City. Take on Utah. Utah's -3.5. I will lock up Utah -3.5. They need this win so bad. They're in a desperate spot. This is going to hit. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm all over this with you. Utah, they've lost 3 in a row. Washington State's won 3 in a row. Great spot for Utah to get right back at home off that tough road trip. Let's go, Utes.
Oh, yeah. Locks are flowing. Eastern Illinois is at Tennessee State. Oh, God. This Eastern Illinois team's getting 8.5. All right. Give me the 8.5. I don't know how to handicap this Eastern Illinois team. What are you doing here?
I have no idea. I'm going to take the points, man. These OVC teams are impossible to predict.
Yeah. We have a barn burner in Irvine, California. Hawaii is at UC Irvine. It's a really good game. Hawaii's catching 4.5. Look, they're not on the island. I will take the Anteaters -4.5, but I'm intrigued to see this one. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this one as well. Hawaii, like you said, away from the island, they're not the same team. I'll lay the points with Irvine here.
The Anteaters, baby.
Anteaters over the Rainbows.
We got a little rivalry game. I know my guy Scott Bowser, host of the Zed Run Gambling Podcast. He grew up in this area. Always tells me about, both these teams got rid of their football programs. Filthy institutions. But Cal State Fullerton and Long Beach State only about 10 miles apart, if even that. George Allen and Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis used to play running back for Long Beach State. George Allen coached there, but this is a game known to have a few dust-ups, according to a guy growing up watching these two teams play. They do not like each other. Long Beach is laying 2.5. It's at that diamond, the Diamond Pearl. Give me Long Beach -2.5. What are you doing?
I like that angle, and now all of a sudden I have a reason to watch this because me, I like to watch a couple dust-ups. So hopefully we got another one tomorrow night. Let's go.
I'm saying, man, give me the rivalry games. Give me the hatred. Hatred's great to watch.
Dust-ups are healthy, man.
Yeah, they're healthy for the sport, man. That's what they're missing these days in a lot of sports. So UC San Diego, the Tritons are heading to San Luis Obispo to take on Cal Poly. Cal Poly's laying 2.5. I think Cal Poly's the better team. I'm going to go with Cal Poly. This is fringe lock potential for me, but give me Cal Poly -2.5. What are you doing here?
Man, I feel like UC San Diego, whenever we pick against them, they find a way to cover at least. I'm going to go Cal Poly. I'm with you.
Tarleton State, Billy Gillespie heading to Seattle to take on the Redbirds at the what the fuck is this again? This is at the the Ozone.
The global warming arena?
Yeah, global warming arena. Nobody goes into the Ozone and gets a dub.
Might melt.
I mean, Tarleton, I got to take the points here. I think this is going to be a close game. Give me Tarleton plus the 6.5. It's a good game, though. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Billy Gillespie's going in there. Forget that global warming crap. Money line, baby. Tarleton, the Texans, get it done, baby. Let's go.
Oh, I like it. Plus 235.
Lock that up, baby. Let's go.
Oh. Moneyline Max said ride with Tarleton. Texas tough. Cal State Northridge. They're the Matadors. They're heading to Santa Barbara. Northridge has been awful on the road over the past couple of years. 16.5 points. Give me the Matadors and the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take the Matadors as well. Let's go.
Yeah. UCLA is heading to Tempe.
Here we go.
I mean, Arizona State's a dog. 4.5 point dog, plus 160 on the money line. Sign me up for that. Give me Arizona State plus 160 on the money line. If you're going to bet it, just bet it on the money line. What are you doing here?
UCLA's won 13 in a row. They're going to Tempe. Lock up the Sun Devils, money line. They're going to win it outright. This is their kind of game.
Let's go. Let's go. Give me the Sun Devils plus 160. Next up, we got Oregon State heading to Palo Alto, the farm, to take on the Cardinal. Oregon State's getting 10.5 points. Should we lock up the Beavers?
I don't hate it because I feel like we touch on Stanford every single time we watch them. We're like, man, nobody goes to those freaking games. I'm not going to lock it, though, but I'll take the Beavs.
Yeah, give me the Beavs plus 10.5. Pacific, the Ocean, it's heading to San Francisco. Take on the Dons. The Dons are laying 11.5. It's too big of a line for me. Give me Pacific plus 11.5. What are you doing here?
I will join you on Pacific. Too big a number here.
Yeah, BYU heading to Santa Clara. This game's fantastic. Santa Clara's laying 2.5, and I am going to lay the 2.5. And you could talk me into potentially locking this one, but I don't know. BYU's a little feisty. I feel like they're improved. Give me Santa Clara. I'm not going to lock it. What are you doing here?
You know me, man. I love Herb Sendick when he's at home. We're right there to beat Gonzaga and St. Mary's. I think they get it done against BYU this time, and I'm going to lock it up. Let's go. Final lock of the night.
Moneyline Max saying ride with the Broncos. Worked out for OJ. All right, let's go. St. Mary's taking on the Pepperdine Waves. Yeah, down there in Malibu. It's a little bit of a far trip going from the Bay Area down to Malibu. Pepperdine's getting 11.5. Sign me up for the 11.5. St. Mary's wins by 8. Give me the Waves. What are you doing here?
I like it. St. Mary's another team that plays extremely slow, so don't like laying the big numbers with them.
Let's fucking go. Okay, and I think that's our slate. Locks. I might add the Santa Clara one, but not yet. But I have my Arizona State play plus 160 on the money line against the UCLA Bruins. I am also locking up the Utah Utes minus 3.5 in Salt Lake City. I'm locking up Arizona. But don't forget about the Wildcat parlay. Weber State and Arizona. Let's have some fun there. Arizona is laying 7.5 in Tucson. Lay it. UTEP's laying 5.5 against the airport in El Paso. I believe in laying that one. Lock it up. I mentioned Weber State. They're minus 4.5 at home against Portland State. Damn it, I'm taking a lot of favorites. I've been taking favorites lately. Southern Indiana, I do believe they're going to win by more than 4.5 in Lindenwood Penitentiary, so we will join you there. Man, I'm on a shit ton of favorites. I hate it when I'm on this many favorites. Illinois laying 6.5 against Indiana. Got to bet it. Got to lock it up. Got to trust what you see there. You know what? I need a dog. Should I do it? I feel like the planet, if I'm trusting energy here, that I should lock up the Idaho Vandals. But get the picks page. What else do we have locked up here? Feel like we had a few others that I like. Texas State, there we go. There's a dog, plus 225 on the money line. They're a 6.5 point dog at home in San Marcos against Marshall. Let's ride the Bobcats. Lock it up. Also taking Southern Miss minus 6.5 at home against South Alabama. And do I have another one? That I'm forgetting about? Jacksonville State plus 10.5 at Florida Gulf Coast. Lock it up. And I believe, Oakland minus 11.5 at IUPUI. lock it up. And I think that is all of my locks there. Moneyline Mac, fire.
Are you going in on Mercer?
Oh yeah, Mercer. Forgetting Mercer. There you go. Forgot about the Bears. I am in on the Bear action. Let's go. What do you got going? Fire away.
Let's go. Thirsty Thursday. Let's lead it off in East Lansing. Laid at 2.5 with Sparty against Rutgers. Minus 2.5 there. Mercer, Cocaine Bears there. Laying 4.5 at VMI. Let's go. We are going with the Oakland Grizzly Bears here. Laying 12 at IUPUI. They're going to continue to roll on the horizon. Towson lay the 5 at North Carolina A&T. Terrell Furman, Liberty, Flamin' Libs, baby, laying 6.5 at Jacksonville. They continue to roll under Richie McKay. Jack State, the Gamecocks, plus 10.5 against Florida Gulf Coast. That's too big a number. Let's go Southern Miss, bounce back, laying 6.5 against South Alabama. Marshall's not the same team away from Huntington. Texas State, plus 6.5. Sprinkle some on the money line there. We're going to go UT Arlington, laying the 4.5 against UT Rio Grande here. We're going to go to Champaign up next. Illinois Fighting Illini, different team the last 2 weeks. Lay the 7 against the Indiana Hoosiers. Another Indiana team, Southern Indiana. The Screaming Eagles, laying 4.5. Get it done here. I am good. That's against Lindenwood, by the way. And we're going to go with the Miners here, laying 5.5 at home against FIU. The Utes of Utah get right. Losers of 3 in a row. They bounce back here, laying 3.5 against Washington State. Tarleton State, baby, the Texans, plus 5.5. Billy Gillespie, sprinkle some on the money line at Seattle. They're going to get that done up there in the global warming arena, as they call it. Arizona State, the Sun Devils, baby, plus 4.5. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Sprinkle some on the money line against the UCLA Bruins. And last but not least, Herb Sendick, laying 2.5 against BYU. Final lock of the night, baby.
Yeah, and I'll add in Old Dominion minus 4.5 against Georgia State. I feel pretty good about that one. So let's add that to the mix, folks. Subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. Remember, we will be back tomorrow night, normal time. I know we went early tonight, but nobody goes into the crack house, says Rob Donaldson. We forgot to mention that one. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night around the same time as normal nights. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Check out the College Football Experience. Just dropped a couple episodes over there. Check out the College Baseball Experience. Noah Beanick's going to be dropping some hot pods. All right. We come together as one on YouTube, youtube.com/the College Experience. Check out all of Ryan's work too. The NFL Gambling Podcast, the Riot and Rush Show. All right. Get that SGPN app. It's free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store. And please hop on over to iTunes and give us 5 stars. Folks, appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, till next time, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
My thoughts, you get ripped apart. Save the cookie cutter mother for 106 apart. Cause of your liquor, will I sip your heart? You never dumb it down, dog. If you're smart, I throw out a couple of lines. Fighters are quick to cross. Fishing you on a dick to lie. Piss you off, it goes. Tits and bras, lips and jaws. I use my common sense to see the bitch and all. Good thing you got the market corner. Kids and malls. Rip the red carpet as you slip and fall off. Another career spear. Thanks for trying to block. You get an A for effort and an F for shut the fuck up. Here's a hint. Put down the mic, you catch a glimpse. And keep your mind smile when you see me. Mics, I seize them. So when you see him, you got a good reason to look. Catch a glimpse. A lot of these heads need to improve their improv. Talent's not a program you download and install. Quality spread through hard work, no involved. My peers respect me cause I'm genuinely involved. Beyond gathering names to build up my buddy list. You decide.